What's good, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love Marriage Huntsville, Season 9, Episode 12. So tonight was the season finale episode. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. It is over. And I could not be more happy. Okay. Next week is part 1 of the reunion. And I haven't been able to see all of the reunion looks yet. So I'm going to go on their pages and see if I can find everybody's looks so I can do a fashion killer video. But I also want to let you guys know that on Tuesday, I will be dropping a Ready to Love Meet the Ladies cast video. You know, every time Ready to Love comes on, I do one of these videos where I break down the cast and tell you guys what I think that their personality is going to be. And they're super funny. So make sure Tuesday you tune in for the ladies edition, and then on Wednesday I will be dropping the fellas, and both videos are hella funny. Okay. And I will be reviewing season 10 of Ready to Love. I'm coming back for season 10, so get ready. The new season airs February 7th on OWN, and that is a Friday night. Okay. So the season finale episode was really, really good. I will give them that. They went out with a bang. So we pick up where we left off last week with the ladies at Nell's bachelorette party that Destiny threw in a hole in the wall. She looked like she threw it somewhere in a strip mall in the middle of the daytime. Like, what kind of bachelorette party is this? Okay. So Mel and Trisha are arguing, and Destiny is like, this nail night, this ain't about either one of y'all. And Mel was like, Nell ain't even here yet, first of all. And I'm like, you got so much to say about them arguing, then you gonna turn around and do the exact same thing. But it's okay when you do it. And you did it when Nell was there doing the event. At least they did it before she got there. Destiny is one big conundrum. Oh my gosh, she irks. Please don't bring her back next season, Lord Jesus. Please, 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 please. Anywho, so after that, Nell arrives and Mel makes her departure. And Nell was like, she wished she would have stayed because when she has stuff, she stays the whole time or whatever. And I get that. I get it. But it's the environment and the people that she's around. She came, she showed her face, she supported you. And in this type of environment with these types of people, you can only expect for her to stick around, but for so long. Okay. So I'm pretty sure if they weren't there, she would have stayed, but I honestly feel like Mel just needs to let it go after this season. I don't think she should come back. I really honestly don't. I hope this is her last season. Just get that producer credit, that producer check, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't even worth it at this point in time just for her peace. You know what I'm saying? I would rather for her to have a spinoff show than to deal with these crackers. So, they're painting the models, and it's Nell, Destiny, and Sunny painting the guy. And I was shocked that they was even painting the same guy at the same time. And Nell makes a comment and says, that's what you was doing when you're sharing a snake, talking about the both of them. And Sunny was like, I ain't sharing nothing, he mine. And I wonder if she gonna come out at the reunion that she pregnant, because it's so obvious that she pregnant, child. But anywho, and so Sunny then goes and sit down and says to Tisha that she needs to hold Destiny accountable for continuously talking about her marriage on her podcast every Monday in interviews and everything. She was like, I don't talk about her. She forever got our name in her mouth. And of course, Destiny overhears, and they get to going back and forth. Now, Sunny did start this with having this conversation with Tisha. And Tisha don't need to do nothing when it comes to her. At the end of the day, you knew what you was getting into when you decided to mess with Moses. At this point, it needs to be over between you and Destiny, because like, how many more times are y'all gonna argue over spilled milk? You're married to him. She's his ex. She's dating Nail's son Lance. Like, why are we still even having this conversation? Why? And I get it if I'm Sunny, because why are you still talking about us? Why? 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 You've moved on. You're dating this light-skinned gentleman. Like, why are you still talking about us? It doesn't make sense. But instead of going to Tisha about this, she should have just went straight to the horse's mouth and been like, hey, can you please stop? I'm just asking. Can you stop? Can it be over? Simple question. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit up there and talk about me and I'm 5 feet away, you know? So I got where Destiny was coming from too. So Destiny, of course, get to doing Destiny, swinging that dang on ponytail, talking about some, I'll talk about what I want to talk about. She put up a post about Maury Povich. They said, if you keep on talking about my husband, I'm going to talk about why yours left you. So I guess Sunny put up a post saying that she was going to spill the real tea about why LeBrick left her, because allegedly Law wasn't his. It was 3 different men that could possibly be the daddy or whatever. And Sunny was like, I wasn't talking about your child. You always want to talk about somebody talking about your child. I was talking about you, not your child. And Destiny was like, I hope you get the opportunity to have a child, because then you'll understand why I haven't dog walked you yet. If you focus on your man enough, he wouldn't be in jail. I was like, well, wait a minute. Because she ate Sunny up. Sunny tried to come back with some shade, but she really couldn't conjure anything up for real, for real. I did notice the look on Nell's face when she said, if you ever get the opportunity to have a child. Nell had this look like, that wasn't, nice, especially since they all know that she was going through IVF. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, they both have gone low. So you can't really judge one or the other at this point, because the rules are out the window, child, at this point on how low you can go, okay? Because they both then went to hell. But I really need for this to be the last that we see of them arguing with one another about this man that's in jail. And they really need to be over if Sunny is indeed pregnant, which I believe that she is. I wonder, is she going to show up at the reunion? And if so, yeah. If she is pregnant, we will most definitely know by the reunion. But the part where she was talking about, dragging her and all of this stuff, it's like, Destiny, you done been to jail already that year. Like, please get somewhere and sit down. Like, you ain't dragging nobody. You're not. I get so sick of her thinking that she the big bad wolf. Okay? Like, you not that tough little girl. Like, you really not. Knock need. Like, get somewhere and sit down. Like, she just be doing the most. And it just irks my soul, because you a grown woman with a child. Everything shouldn't result with you trying to fight somebody. Get somewhere and sit down. You and Trisha need therapy. Ugh. But Nell and Chris vow renewal is here, and her ankle is twisted, and I don't know why the cameraman continued to pan to this lady foot. All I know is her feet look like I thought that they would. You could tell she a woman of a certain age because of that big toe with that long curved nail. I was like, can y'all please stop showing this lady foot like that? It was pissing me off, okay? But she and her daughter and her niece Kiki are getting their makeup and hair done, and Kiki brings up Destiny and want to know why Destiny was so worried about Sonny and Moses when she's dating Lance. And Nell was like, I don't think she's worried about him, per se. I just think that, they got beef or whatever the case may be. But I'm with Kiki. You supposed to be dating my cousin / brother. You know what I'm saying? Why are you still talking about this old situation that you shouldn't even be focusing on anymore? Even though Kiki was like, she was eating up. She was eating up. But like, what we doing here? What are we doing here? Because if that's my family, I would be side-eyeing her too. And be telling my cousin brother, you need to watch her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she over on homeboy. I don't know what's going on with that. So, guests start arriving. Kimmy and Country Crock are there. Kimmy looked like she was going to a Hawaiian wedding with the colorful earrings and all of that stuff. And then he looked like he was going to a tiki party. I don't know where he was going. And then here come Martell walking in there looking like a cadet. Yo, he looked a mess. I don't know where he got this suit from, but he wears a version of it to the reunion, obviously. And I was like, it wasn't cute in the blue, and it most definitely ain't cute in the white color that you wearing to the reunion, child. He looked like he was suffocating. I was like, no, somebody get a blood pressure machine out, because I know his blood pressure is high. Okay, he looked a sweaty mess. And Maurice was like, I thought you was dressed like the preacher, because he looked like he had on one of the preacher things that the white people be wearing or whatever. Black people wear them too. He looked like he was a man of the cloth, or he looked like he was going to military school. He looked a mess with all them buttons. I was like, you so damn country. And I don't like that beard that he tried to grow neither. Stop, please. Cut it off. But Mel came in as they were talking about her. Baby, star of the show, looking like a bad bitch, okay, in this gold sequin dress that was fitted, titties pushed up, wig parted down the middle with this cute, blonde and brown mixed together. She looked stunning, okay. Meanwhile, Kimmy up there looking like she got everything that she had on from Deb's or something, or Catherine's. I hated her outfit, hated it. Tisha came looking pretty though. Initially, like when she first got there, she was real cute, but as the night went on, it was like the hair was drooping, the outfit was kind of disheveled, but she looked real cute when they first got there. I don't know where Martell was going with this casual look. Like, this is not a backyard barbecue. You're at a wedding, sir. Country ass niggas. But anywho, then they panned the camera on Trisha, and I said, what the fuck is that on her head? She looked like she had a pot of piss on her head. I was like, that ain't even real weave. That ain't synthetic hair. I don't know if that's a blend, but baby, that is not human hair. That looked like doll hair. And then the color it looked like honey. It didn't hold a curl. It was wrinkled. Her wig looked like my curtains. You see the wrinkles? That's how her wig was. And I was like, you came out the house looking like that? She looked like she had gotten to 5 fights before she arrived. She looked a mess, okay? And I'm like, you got the nerve to be sitting up here trying to come for Melody, and you sitting up here looking like a Cynthia doll. Like, you can't make this mess up. Like, absolutely not. But Martell up here talking to Kimmy and Unsalted Butter about how he don't know if what he's doing with his life. He want to get married, but he ain't met nobody yet. Even with all the women that he's dated, he hasn't met anyone that he wants to get married to. Ariane, he talking about you. You one of the many women that he's talking about. But yet and still, you holding on. You holding on for dear life. Ariana gonna be one of them women that she gonna stick beside him. She gonna stick beside him. She ain't going nowhere. She gonna ride that damn car until the wheels go off. She gonna stick with him, and he gonna be the type that if he do marry her, it's gonna be when he old and raggedy and don't give a no more. And she gonna marry him and be so happy that she finally got the ring, honey. She gonna be so happy. But she the type that will literally just be around while he with other women, and she just gonna be there with that dry hair. Her still gonna be dry, okay? But anywho, so he up here talking about how he can't find the right woman, and you know, basically how he compared them all to Mel. And I was like, we told you, nigga, that you was gonna be doing that, but you was so high on the hog, thought that you was that dude, you know what I'm saying? And he just staring at her like a sociopath, like a stalker, and she paying him dust, okay? And I was like, go ahead and look, because that's about all you gonna get is a look, okay? Because you know she don't film with him at all, so he barely get to see her. So, the wedding begins, and Nell looked really pretty. She looked really pretty. I was very proud of her, because you know, Nell hair and stuff. Ooh, up close, it was a this was it, okay. But from afar, loved it. The dress was really cute. Chris' suit gave me very much the Prince suit from the Brandy Cinderella movie. The little Asian man she met. Don't his suit look like the little Asian man from this child? I was like, ooh, y'all so country. But he surprised her with a new ring, 7.5 carats. I said, come on, Chris and Nell. Nell was so happy, y'all. She got her a new ring. I said, yes, that's how you do it, okay? So, after the wedding, the preacher passed out, child. They got to call the dang on ambulance to come get the preacher man. It was too hot. You know, he ain't ate nothing. Ain't nobody gave him no water, no nothing. But, everybody's talking and mingling and everything. And Kimmy makes a comment about how Mel came even though she didn't sit next to them. Why would she? She don't fuck with y'all. She was like, but at least she came. And in her confessional, Destiny gonna say that it's sad that Mel has ostracized herself from the group. She hasn't done anything but maintain her peace. Something you have yet to figure out, my love. Why would she come over there and fake in front and sit with y'all, talk with y'all, when she don't fuck with y'all? None of you. Make it make sense. Why would she? She comes, she does her job, and she goes home. Ain't nobody ostracized theyself. That's called being an adult. When you know you don't really vibe with people, y'all don't really mix well. You know that there is a tendency for there to be an argument or an altercation. You avoid those situations. Maybe you should take a play out of her book for when you see Sonny in the future. How about that? So you won't be having a dog walk. Nobody. Then Destiny asked Trisha, did you have fun yesterday at the Bachelorette party? And Trisha was like, I did at the end when the garbage cleared out. I said, did this bitch really just call Melody garbage? Is she serious? With her life? Is she on crack? Your mama's on crack rock. Now my mama, like, what? I know she, when her weave looked like the weave that you see in the middle of the street that been ran over by tractor trucks, F-150s, Buick LaSalles. I'm looking at her like, you called this lady garbage and you on her show? You do realize that, don't you? You do realize you're on her TV show. And once again, I'm still confused about how you got an attitude with her when you was messing around with her husband while they were still married in their house. Girl, the audacity of it all. The audacity. And even Kimmy looked at her like, girl, she was like, oh, I'm just playing. Yeah, you gotta be just playing. Because if Mel do decide to come back next season, I will be shocked if you are around next season. Or it'll be a situation where you won't be around her. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I can see her coming back next season is because of the ending of this season finale episode. But yeah, moving forward, Mel ain't going to be fooling with your ugly ass. You square face bitch. Girl, bye. So she then says, you know, I got the pep talk before I went in there. Otherwise, it would have went left. Talking about at the Bachelorette. You and Destiny, once again. Because why does your grown ass with grown kids need somebody to give you a pep talk about how to behave in public and to control your temper, your temper? Because what was you really geared to do? This is what I want to know. You was gonna fight her for what? Please tell me for what, because I would love to know. Because Mel looked like the type where y'all think that she a punk, but Melody ain't no punk. You can tell she didn't have to fight throughout her life because people be looking at her like, oh, she Mrs. Smarty Pants, Miss Goody Two Shoes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure she didn't have to fight because people be fucking with her. I don't know if she gonna win, but I don't think she gonna be no punk. And she look like the type that's gonna call the police on you later to get you locked up, okay? All right, and then she gonna call her folks to come and handle her business too. Like, Trisha, just because you look like a man don't mean you gotta act like a man. Okay? You ain't Steve Harvey. Girl, get out of here. So Lance walked past Destiny and she was like, hi. And he was like, what's up? And Kimmy peeped like, girl, he got an attitude. What you do? And she was like, I ain't did nothing. So then he come back and she was like, you cute. And he was like, thank you. I heard you think other men are cute. Or a lot of other men are cute. And she was like, what? And he was like, yeah, and walked off. And I was like, what you do? But he checked her real quick in front of her homegirls. And Kimmy was like, oh, I knew he had an attitude, honey. I knew something was up. And so Destiny is unclear on what's going on until it was brought up by Tisha. Like, maybe he mad because Nell went back and told him that basically at her launch of that oil or whatever she was selling. Don't even give me the line that Destiny was selling at that little premiere. She was crushing on the waiter with locks or whatever, saying he was cute or whatever, giving him the googly eyes. And Nell, of course, was there. And Nell was like, they just seeing each other. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend. I can't, feel no type of way or whatever. So they were like, maybe that's what he talking about, So, Destiny was blaming Kimmy, saying Kimmy talk too much and Kimmy be starting stuff or whatever. And child, I'm like, we all know Kimmy start mess. We already know Kimmy is the bone collector now, child, of the show. So Martell is talking to the dudes and he says that he don't understand why Melody don't talk to him, don't speak to him, can't be around him when they're with the group, because when they at events for the kids, she right there next to him, talking to him and everything. nigga, you need more people. Don't nobody believe you. That lady don't bit more pay you no attention. She is not talking to you, sir. Stop lying. He lies so much. He is like a brand. He lies so much that he believes the lies that come out of his mouth. That lady don't fool with you. Boy, stop. Ugh. So then everybody go in for the reception. They all sitting at the table. Here come Martell bringing over a chair to the table where Melody and everybody is at. Now, mind you, everybody's at this table, right? But you know she doesn't feel comfortable being around you, especially after the corn tape debacle and everything. So, of course, she got up and left. She said her goodbyes to the Fletchers and she left because I don't need to be anywhere near you. I don't want you to think that it's okay to be anywhere near me, sir. Okay? So let me go ahead and exit stage left. I don't blame her at all. Because first of all, she already had Raggedy Ann over here sitting next to her. So that could have been a situation right there. Then you got Destiny. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Then you got Country Croc sitting there. And his bottle of mustard wife. Nah, it's time for me to go. So Destiny and Lance go take a walk. And she basically tell him, like, if you got something you want to say to me, say it to me. Don't front me out in front of everybody. And I understood that because that's some grown folk stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And I agreed with her on the way that she handled it. But she made a comment or something about she want a man that could communicate or something like that, she said. And I'm like, you want something from somebody that you don't even know how to give yourself. Like, the audacity of this girl. Oh, my God. So then in her confessional, Destiny says, I think that we can all come together for the bigger picture, which was celebrating the Fletchers tonight. And I think we've all been able to do that except for Mel. Why do you continue to make your whole existence on this show about Sonny, Moses, and Mel? You talk more about them than you did them little products you trying to hawk out of that dang on storage closet. Like, what are you doing? Like, get her name out your mouth. For you to be somebody that don't F with her, don't like her, always, like, why do you always have something to say about her? Like, I bet you she got like a mood board in her house with Melody picture on it. And just look at it every night, throwing darts. Like, she's a weirdo, bro. She is a weirdo. Like, get off her dick, why don't you? Oh my God. So, at the end of the episode, Ken and Trisha are at their house, and Ken asks her, can they have a conversation? And Ken says the situation with Marquez in the beginning, the text message that you sent, you telling him you would take him back in a heartbeat, but then you said you didn't remember doing it. And I was like, oh, the truth coming out now. Oh, the truth is coming out now. So I've been calling this girl a liar since her first episode this season. I knew it was more to this mess with her and Marquez, because why haven't you divorced old boy yet? Why? I feel like she was keeping him on the back burner just in case anything happened with Ken. Because if he was so unavailable emotionally and left you and the kids and all of this stuff, and you're with Ken now, but you texting this man saying you will be back with him in a heartbeat. First of all, Ken, you stupid. You just a big old doofus to let this lady play you the way that she's been playing you like a fiddle from day one. But I can't even feel sorry for him, because we all know that y'all started off wrong in the first place, because you was trying to get on her knowing she was a married woman being inappropriate. Then you got her, and then you shocked that she's a fucking liar and a cheat. Like, nigga, what? Make it make sense. So she up here, what are you talking about? What? I'm like, oh. So then Ken was like, Then with the Martell situation, I don't have an issue with Martell. I have an issue with you. And she gonna say, I don't think about them, but them jokers live rent free in our house. Basically trying to make it seem like he is obsessed over them and he just can't let it go. And this is that and the third. And he was like, cause you lied. And Ken was like, this is why we can't have this conversation. I'm literally telling you it's not him, it's you. And she don't want to listen to that. She refuses to take any accountability. And she says, no, it's you actually. Now, first of all, you can tell she really didn't want to have this conversation on camera because she was nervous as hell. Underarms just sweaty, just big old patches of sweat. She was stuttering. She was trying very hard to choose her words wisely and steer the conversation so it didn't go off the rails, but it still did. But yeah, homegirl was scared out of her mind for this conversation. So he points out, like I said, that she trying to make him seem like he obsessed and insecure when it comes to Martell and Marquez. And she's playing mind games, trying to make him look like he crazy and doing too much. And I don't know what the problem is. I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Like playing dumb as her defense. So Ken says, especially with the Martell situation, that was before me. There was no reason to lie about that. Is this mic on? Ken, my love, it wasn't before you. I don't know why you keep on trying to lie to yourself, but it wasn't before you. It was while you been in the picture. That's why she lied. The fact that you keep on saying that this was before you, it makes me think that you're hooked on phonics. That's why she lied, because it was while y'all was together. Yeah. So then she says, why are you so invested in it? Yo. I would have put her in a full Nelson and gave her a noogie. Because who you talking to, bro? Who are you talking to? So at this point, he was like, yo, I'm done. And he get to going off. He was like, I pay for all this shit. Y'all want the reality? You got the reality. She jump up out the chair. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap it up. And I was like, yeah, you want to wrap it up now because he about to spill all your tea, honey. She was scared. She was nervous. And she was like, let's wrap this up. And he was like, I don't pay for this. She was like, no. He was like, what? I don't pay for all these cars? She was like, no. And he was like, why are you lying? And he says, your truck is over in another apartment building, broke down because I got to go fix it. She was like, my brother go fix it. Okay, that's enough. And he was like, yo, I'm done. When you're struggling, tell your kids. Meaning, don't call me, bitch. Tell your kids, okay? Have them help you. And he was like, he goes outside to his car and he says, I'm going to go to an island somewhere and be good. You can't do that. And get in his car and skirt off. And that was the end of the episode. So now he done revealed what I've been saying from the beginning, that lady is with him for what he provides, not because she is in love with him. Point blank and the period. But to know that it's way deeper than I thought. I thought in the beginning that, you know, she got her own bread or whatever the case may be. But why would I pay for stuff if I got a man that, of course, is going to provide for me and my children? I'm going to fall back, keep mine, and let him do. But to find out she a brokey like that, and I'm like, what's going on? She a whole engineer. Where is her money going? Engineers make a lot of money. Why she ain't got no money? But then want to talk about Marquez ain't never got no money and how they be having to give him bus fare and Uber fare and all of this stuff. And you ain't even got it like that. You a raggedy bum. So not only is you a liar and a cheat, but you a bum bitch too. But then it makes sense why she be looking the way she do. She a little dusty, dirty girl. Little dusty, dirty girl. And now it makes me think back to what I said, that she is jealous of Mel. I think that she is jealous of her. I think she wishes that she was the one that was with Martell or something. Like, it's something very weird there. Why she has animosity towards this lady. Because it doesn't add up or make sense. Like, she's never done anything to you. But, Ken, the fact that y'all still together, I know your partners be dogging you behind the scene. Like, this nigga whipped, like, this nigga a pussy. He be letting her run all over him and use him. Like, you over there taking care of this lady, providing for her and her kids, buying her son a car and all this. And that ain't even your motherfucking wife. She married to a whole other nigga. You's a fool and a half. And then want to sit up here and say, I can go when I want to. But you're still there, knowing that she done played in your face and lied to you about everything under the sun. And then got on national television and tried to make you look like a fool. You big and strong for nothing. You big dumb ox. You are a big dumb muscle bound steroid using fool. I can't even feel sorry for you because, dude, the signs are there. We as viewers have told you repeatedly this whole 2024 what it was, and I love her. That's my baby. I love her. I'm gonna stick beside her. It's like, what is wrong with you, bro? If you bring your big goofy ass back on this show next season, I'm gonna light you up. You and her. And let me say what I got to say about that bitch right there, because I don't like that hoe at all. You oblong face bitch. You need to stay your ass up out the gym, bitch. Stop drinking them protein shakes. Stop snapping into a Slim Jim, okay? Because the testosterone is going to your brain. It really honestly is. I don't like you. I really don't. You came onto this show barely speaking above a whisper at first. No, my name is Michael. Yeah. Ow. Like, it was like, what is wrong with her? She barely opened your mouth. Then when you did open your mouth, everything was a fucking loop-de-loop. You couldn't understand what you were saying because it didn't make sense. Yeah, I'm still married, but we were broken up 5 years ago, and then I got with him 2 days later, and it was like, what is you talking about? Your fashions was a mess. Your hair was a mess all the time. And then the whole melody and Martell of it made you look even worse. It's so obvious that you and Martell fucked. And you're trying so hard to keep the truth from coming out. Because if it came out, and the reason why Martell ain't came out and told it either is because if he does, that's going to make him look 10 times worse than he already does if he admits that he slept with this girl while he was still married to Mel and in their house. That's why he not telling it. If it was anything else, he would have been told it. But that's the reason why he hasn't told it. And you ain't gonna tell the truth because it happened while you and Ken have been in a relationship. And he don't want to face facts because if he admits that to himself, then he will have to admit that he has to leave. And he don't want to leave her because he love her. He love her. Even though they look like twins. Both of them look like some big ass American gladiators. Like, oh my God, I cannot stand them. So stupid. But this was a good season finale episode. I'm ready for this reunion. I think I'm going to have to eat Kimmy ass up for what I saw in that trailer. I ain't got time to be playing with her. I really honestly don't. I really don't. But I can see it happening already. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this season finale episode. I'm going to give it an A. Overall, I'm going to give this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville overall season, I'm going to give it I'm going to give overall this season an A minus. Even though I say I'm tired of this show, it goes on for too long, which it does. People irk my nerves. It's still keeping us captivated. It's still keeping us captivated. You can't deny that. We tune in every Saturday. We do. But don't forget about my Meet the Cast videos Tuesdays and Wednesday. And please make sure that you guys thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.